Vera, my dear. I have someone I'd like you to meet. This is Pastor Jerry, our new evangelist from the United States. It's a pleasure to meet you, Pastor Jerry. Welcome to our church community.
Thank you, Miss Vera. It's a true blessing to be here.
Pastor Jerry, I must say, Vera is not only the youth leader but also one of the most kind-hearted souls in our congregation. She's deeply involved in our community outreach programs. Mrs. Eve, you're too kind. Not at all, dear. I've seen the impact you've had on the young members of our church. I wanted to introduce you to Pastor Jerry personally because I believe you can assist him in settling in. Of course, I'd be more than happy to help in any way I can.
That's very gracious of you, Vera.
Pastor Jerry, Vera will ensure you have everything you need to be comfortable here. If there is anything at all, don't hesitate to let her know. This is the living room. And over there is the kitchen. The bedroom is right down the hall, and the bathroom is next to it.
Thank you.
I apologize if it's not up to the standard of what you're used to in the U.S.
There's absolutely no need to apologize. I'm grateful for a place to call home while I'm here.
I'm glad to hear that. If there is anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask. Our community is here to support you. I'm sure it's quite difficult living away from your wife and kids.
I should clarify something. I'm not married.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry for assuming.
No need to apologize. It's a common misconception. Everyone, we will not only hear the word, but we will live it out. There are souls out there, wandering in darkness, waiting for someone to lead them to the light. Let us be the ones to carry the torch of faith and guide them home. Every soul we bring to Christ is a cause for celebration in heaven. As soon as this service ends, we are going out to the streets, to our communities, and invite people to join us here, in this sanctuary, to hear the good news.
I hope to see you on Sunday. I'll be there.
Buy your orange. Sweet orange here.
Hello dear, little girl. Why aren't you in school at this hour?
Sir, I can't go to school. My dad can't afford to pay my school fees.
What's your name, sweetheart?
I'm Sarah. Sir.
Well, Sarah, it's a pleasure to meet you. I believe education is very important. Can you take me to your dad? I'd like to talk to him.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir. I am Pastor Jerry. While preaching the good news of the gospel today, I met your daughter, Sarah. She tells me that she's not able to attend school because of financial constraints.
We've been struggling to make ends meet. It's not my desire to see Sarah miss out on education.
If you don't mind, I would like to help. I will pay for her school fees from now on.
Pastor, that would be an answer to our prayers. Please, which church are you pastoring? My family and I would like to worship there from henceforth.
It's called Amazing Grace Ministry, sir. You are welcome to join us anytime.
I sure will.
From this day forward, Sarah, you will go to school, and I will ensure that you have the opportunity to learn and grow.
Thank you so much, sir. I promise to study hard.
Betty, I've been thinking about Pastor Jerry. He's different from most pastors we've had. In what way? He has only been here for a short time, but he's already giving back in such a meaningful way. I'm sure you heard about the scholarship he gave a little girl in need last week. That's a refreshing change, isn't it? I can already tell he genuinely cares about the well-being of our church members and the community. He sounds kind and compassionate. His wife must be really lucky. Actually, he's not married. He mentioned that during the conversation we had earlier. Oh, I assumed he was married because of his kindness and warmth. It's a rarity to find someone like him these days. I couldn't agree more, Betty.
I understand it won't be easy, but I truly believe we can make this work. We can survive a long-distance relationship. All right, take care.
Pastor Jerry, is everything all right?
Everything's just fine, thank you. Just some administrative matters to attend to.
It sounded a bit personal, if you don't mind me saying.
Well, you know how it is. Sometimes personal matters can feel quite administrative.
All right, Pastor. I won't pry.
I'm getting hungry. Where can I grab a quick breakfast around here?
I could get you something from the restaurant. What would you like to have?
Anything would do. I'm excited to try more of the food around here.
Good morning, Pastor Jerry. I hope I'm not interrupting anything important.
Not at all. You're always welcome here. How can I assist you today?
I just thought I'd come by and have a chat with my new pastor. You know, get to know you a bit better.
That's a lovely idea, Sister Betty. Feel free to ask me anything you'd like to know.
Well, since we're getting to know each other, I heard you were single. Is it true?
Yes, I am.
That's great, you know. It's good to have a single pastor in the church. They're more relatable and easy to look up to. Have you had breakfast yet?
Actually, I haven't had breakfast yet.
Oh, no worries, Pastor. I can prepare something for you. What would you like to eat?
Thank you, Sister Betty, but there's no need. Sister Vera has already taken care of it.
Ah, I see.
I am indeed blessed to have such a supportive church community.
Pastor Jerry, I brought you your breakfast.
Thank you, Vera.
Sister Betty, what brings you here today? Oh, I just thought I'd check on Pastor Jerry. You know, say hello to our new pastor. Well, that's thoughtful of you, Sister Betty. I'll accompany you to the door. There is no need for that. I'll show myself out. Have a good meal, Pastor Jerry. I wonder what that was about.
Honestly, I'm not quite sure. She asked if I was single, and before I could answer that, she's already offering to make breakfast.
Well, Pastor, you're a single, handsome man, and that's enough to attract the attention of some of our single ladies in the congregation. You might need to be careful. You're quite the catch around here.
I'll keep that in mind, Vera. I appreciate your advice and your sense of humor.
Sister Betty, how is your joint feeling today? I can't help but feel concerned about Sister Vera. Concerned? In what way? Well, I've been hearing things. It seems Sister Vera has taken quite an interest in Pastor Jerry. You shouldn't jump to conclusions based on rumors. I was at the church yesterday, and Sister Vera was constantly going in and out of the room. She couldn't bear to leave Pastor Jerry alone for a moment. You do realize that Sister Vera is the youth leader. It's part of her responsibilities to oversee the well-being of the congregation, especially during meetings. Oh, spare me that. The assistant youth leader is a man. Why can't he be the one taking care of her if not because she has ulterior motives? I'm a woman. I know when a fellow woman is infatuated with a man. And why were you at the pastor's office, if I may ask? I was there for prayers. You know, for my knee injury. I say we focus on your medical concerns for now. Shall we?
Daddy will get you gifts when he travels back, okay? Bye, dear.
Good afternoon, Pastor Jerry.
It seems people around here don't knock before they enter houses.
I'm sorry about that. The door was slightly opened. I hope I'm not interrupting anything important.
It's okay. Have your seat.
Pastor Jerry, was that your child on the phone with you?
Oh, no. That was my niece. I don't have any children of my own.
I see. Thank you for clarifying.
Also, I prefer it if you address me as just Jerry. No sir, or anything. I want us to have a sense of equality and camaraderie here. We're all equal in the eyes of the Lord.
Thank you, Pastor Jerry, for treating us all as equals, but I'm not sure I can call you that.
It's fine. You are free to call me whatever you like.
It's not right to jump to conclusions, but something about Pastor Jerry doesn't add up. It's time I find out the truth about who he really is. There it is. Let's see what I can find on his Facebook profile. Oh, no. Those wedding photos. He's married. This isn't something I can keep to myself. I must talk to the matron about this. Pastor Jerry, we need to talk about something very important.
Of course, matron. What's on your mind?
It's about your marital status.
I see. You've heard the truth. Yes, I am married, but my wife and I are separated.
It's essential to work on your marriage, Pastor. God hates divorce.
I understand that, matron. But I've had conversations with my wife, and she herself encouraged me to move on and remarry.
Pastor, the Bible is clear on this matter. Marriage is a sacred covenant. Have you considered reconciliation?
Ma'am, we have irreconcilable differences, and there have been issues.
Pastor, remember what the scripture says, what therefore God hath joined together, let not man put asunder.
I respect the sanctity of marriage, matron. But I must also point out that in the Bible, there are allowances for divorce in cases of adultery.
Yes, but even in such circumstances, divorce should be a last resort. Have you explored all avenues of reconciliation with your wife?
I have tried, matron, but it's complicated. I believe in God's mercy, and I trust that He will lead me in the right direction. Vera, about what happened with the matron. You should have come to me first before approaching the matron with your concerns.
You're right, Pastor. I apologize for not handling it the right way.
No, it's all right. The truth is, I was married once, but my marriage ended a long time ago. It's been over for years, and my wife and I have both moved on with our lives.
I see. I didn't know.
I went through a lot in that marriage. My wife, she wasn't a good person. She made my life miserable. But I'm free to remarry now. I'm just waiting for the right person to come into my life.
I'm really sorry to hear that, Pastor. It sounds like you've been through a lot.
Thank you for understanding, Vera. Good afternoon, Vera.
Good afternoon, Pastor Jerry. Pastor Jerry, how is it going with you and the matron? Has she come around yet?
Not all. Whenever I greet her, she only grudgingly responds. You know how these old women are. They feel like the mother goose everyone needs to look up to.
I'm really sorry about going to the matron. I should have spoken to you first.
Vera, there's no need to apologize. Let's put this behind us. Vera, there's something else I'd like to discuss.
Yes, Pastor.
I've noticed how caring and supportive you are. You're a good woman, Vera.
Thank you, Pastor Jerry. You're a good man as well. You shouldn't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Vera, I'd like to get to know you on a deeper level. Would you be willing to introduce me to your family?
That's a great idea, Pastor Jerry. I'd be happy to introduce you to my parents.
Pastor Jerry, we're delighted to have you here.
Thank you for welcoming me, Mr. and Mrs. I've come here with a special request. I would like to seek your blessings and permission to court your daughter, Vera.
A Westerner, asking for our traditional blessings? That's unexpected, and we appreciate the respect you're showing to our customs.
It's not something we encounter every day, Pastor Jerry. We're deeply touched.
I understand the importance of respecting traditions and family values, no matter where we come from. Vera is a remarkable woman, and I believe she's the one I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Well, Pastor Jerry, we're honored that you've come to us first, respecting our ways. You have our blessings and permission to court our daughter.
We hope your courtship with our daughter brings both of you happiness and fulfillment.
Thank you both for your kind words and your blessings. I'm committed to making Vera happy, and I'll do my best to earn your trust.
You should have seen how happy and proud my parents were after what you did. It meant a great deal to them.
You're a virtuous woman, Vera. You deserve nothing but the utmost respect from the opposite sex. I wish I had met someone like you before. My life might not have been so difficult.
We can't change the past, but we can certainly shape our future. Don't let the past steal your joy. Remember, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
You know, Vera, I've been thinking about our future together. I'd like to propose we pick a date for our traditional wedding. I want to make our love official and share my life with you.
I've been waiting for you to say that, Pastor Jerry. I'm more than ready to take this step with you. Jerry, I've heard about your escapades with girls on this so-called mission trip you're on.
Gabriel, those rumors aren't true. I'm here to serve the Lord, and I would never betray our marriage vows.
I want to believe you, Jerry, But these rumors are spreading fast, and it's making me question everything.
Please, don't let rumors destroy what we have. I love you, and I would never do anything to hurt you.
I'm at the end of my rope. I'm seriously considering divorce, and you should know that the house and the car belong to me.
Please, don't do this. I can't lose you. I can't lose my child. We've been through so much together.
Then tell me the truth, Jerry. I deserve that much. Are these rumors true?
I promise you, they're not. I'm dedicated to God's work, and nothing more. I haven't betrayed you.
Why don't you come back home? You can serve God right here in the U.S.
I wish I could, however, I'm making a significant difference here. Please, I don't want to abandon my mission.
Then I am coming to join you.
No, don't. The condition here is going to be really harsh on you. You'll not be able to bear it, believe me.
If you're telling the truth, then come back home. Please. Dr. Elizabeth, I can't believe I'm going to be a mother.
Congratulations, Vera. I'm so happy for you.
You know, maybe this pregnancy will finally push my husband to introduce me to his family. Every time I bring it up, he changes the subject or avoids the conversation entirely.
Well, I hope so, Vera. It's unheard of for a couple to fall in love and get married without the man's family showing up. It's not like he's an orphan.
Elizabeth, we only did the traditional wedding to make things official. His family is definitely coming for the white wedding.
Well, I'm looking forward to that.
Jerry, what's wrong?
Vera, I have some news. I'm traveling to the States.
To the States. But why? Is everything okay?
It's a family matter, Vera. I have to go and settle a dispute within my family.
Jerry, you're my husband. I've been waiting to meet your family, to know your people, no matter how difficult they may be. Please let me come with you to the States.
Vera, now is not the right time for that conversation.
I'm pregnant. We're going to have a child.
Vera, I need some time to process this.
I thought you would be happy we're about to start a family together.
Vera, I'm really sorry for my reaction earlier about the pregnancy. It took me by surprise, but I want you to know that I'm genuinely happy. This is my first child, and I can't wait to be a father.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear that you're happy.
I went to the pharmacy earlier and got some supplements to help support your health and the baby's. I want to make sure both of you are well taken care of.
That's so thoughtful of you.
There's something else I need to discuss, Vera. I can't take you to the States with me.
Why can't you take me with you?
It's a family matter that requires my presence. I wish I could take you with me, but it's not a good idea. The long trip? I know you said you have medications you use for your motion sickness, but with the pregnancy, it could make it even worse. I'll only be gone for a while. Vera, what is it?
My stomach. I'm in so much pain.
Hold on, Vera. I'll get you to the hospital right away.
I'm very sorry, but it seems you've had a miscarriage.
No, it can't be. My baby.
Vera, I'm so sorry. I know this is incredibly difficult, but I need to ask you a few questions to understand what happened. Your situation. It seems more than just a miscarriage.
I could never do anything to harm my baby, Elizabeth. I wanted this child more than anything.
I believe you, Vera. But I need to understand if there was any medication or other factors involved. Have you taken any medication in the past few days?
Jerry brought home some medicine for me a few days ago. He said it's to help my baby and I.
Do you know the name of the medication?
No, I don't know the name.
Can you describe it or tell me any details about the drug?
I'm not sure, Elizabeth. It was in a plain white bottle.
Why would you take a drug from a bottle without label?
I trusted him, and I didn't think to ask.
We need to find out what you took.
I'll talk to Jerry and get the information. Honey, now that I'm no longer pregnant, I'd like to go with you to the US.
Vera, it's not that simple.
Why not? We can start fresh there, and I can finally meet your family.
Well, you see, I've got work commitments, and the timing just doesn't align.
We've been through so much. I want to be by your side, and I want to meet your family. Please, don't shut me out.
What about the immigration process? It can be quite challenging.
I'm willing to go through anything to be with you, Jerry.
All right, Vera. If you're sure about this, I'll start looking into the immigration process.
Thank you so much. You're the best.
Vera, what are you doing?
Just trying to catch some sleep.
Our milk has run out, and I would love to have some milk right now.
Go to the store and get it.
Let's go together.
Jerry, I am not feeling too well.
Don't worry. I won't stress you. I'll do the shopping. I just need you to be there with me.
Fine. Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Jerry, why are we not taking the usual route? This road is quite lonely, and it would take longer for us to reach the supermarket.
At least we won't have to inhale fumes from car exhausts on the busy highway.
You take the highway all the time. Why are you complaining now?
I just want to take this route today. Please.
Why did we stop?
My bladder is full. I need to urinate.
Can't you wait to use the restroom when you get to the supermarket? The weather is quite hot.
No, I can't wait, Vera. Have you seen my latest Instagram post? You mean the one with your avocado toast? Yeah, I've been waiting for your toast updates. It looked delicious. Thanks! I thought I needed to change my avocado slicing technique. That's not true.
What took you so long?
Nothing.
I need to call my parent and tell them about our upcoming trip to the US. They are going to be really excited. Jerry, why have you been so quiet since we set out on this ride?
Me? I'm paying attention.
What was the last thing I said? Why are we stopping again?
I need to pee.
Again? And why do you have a knife? What's going on?
It's just for protection, Vera. You never know when you might encounter wild animals or something.
Wild animals? Jerry, the probability of us running into a wild animal around here is infinitesimal. There is no need for a knife.
Just stay in the car. I knew you weren't saying the truth. Vera, can you come out for a moment?
No. The weather is too hot.
I just want to show you something.
All right. What do you want to show me?
Did you hear that sound? Yes. It's from the bush nearby. Let's check it out. Count me out. I'm not going to endanger my life for some stranger. Come on. It's not like you're doing it alone. I'm right here. All right. Let's do this.
Young men, please tell me exactly what you witnessed in the woods.
Officer, we were walking home from town when we heard cries from the bushes. It was a woman's voice, and it sounded like she was in distress. Yes, we rushed over to see what was going on, only to find a white man, who we now know is Pastor Jerry, trying to cut the woman's neck.
What happened after that?
My friend hit him from behind, and we managed to wrestle the knife away from him. It was a fearful situation, but we couldn't just stand by and let him continue to harm the woman.
I appreciate your quick intervention. Pastor Jerry, we need your statement regarding the events that occurred in the woods. Please tell us what happened.
Officer, it's all a terrible misunderstanding. I would never harm my wife. I love her deeply.
I need your account of why you were carrying a knife.
Well, you see, I had it for protection. We were in the woods, and you never know what could happen. I wanted to keep Vera safe.
That's understandable, but we also need to understand why those two young men found you in that situation.
It was those guys that attacked Vera, not me. Why she stood there waiting for me to ease myself? They probably thought she was alone and tried to rob her. When I heard her scream, I rushed out of the woods to come rescue her.
So you rescued her by cutting her instead? Is that what happened?
I promised I would never hurt her. I was just trying to help her, but those guys overpowered me and used the knife I was holding to harm Vera.
We'll need to investigate this thoroughly.
Mrs. Godwin, we're all praying for Vera. I believe God would come through for her.
Mrs. Godwin?
Dr. Elizabeth, how is my daughter? I want to see her.
Mrs. Godwin.
Tell me what's going on with my daughter.
It's a good thing that the cut on her neck is not deep enough to take her life or sever her vocal cord. But she suffered a bad concoction and lost a lot of blood. We also found a high dose of misoprostol in Vera's blood. It's a medication known for inducing miscarriages.
But why? How did it get into her system?
I've spoken with her about it in the past, and the only medication she remembers taking was the one provided by her husband. It's possible that he is responsible for her miscarriage, and we have reason to believe it was intentional.
I can't believe he could do something like this to my daughter. I didn't want her to marry him once I found out about his previous marriage, but he was so respectful and kind.
This goes to show that looks can be deceiving.
Please save my daughter.
We're doing everything we can to save Vera.
Mr. Godwin will be here any minute. What a dreadful thing for this poor family to have to deal with that monster's heinous deed.
Thank God I did not fall for his charm.
Did he also ask you out?
Not at all. However, he did give me the impression that he would welcome something more. I can't believe he turned out this way.
Men like Pastor Jerry often want the thrill of a fresh relationship, but don't intend to leave their wives behind. I've seen it happen before. And those who do quit their marriages for their girlfriends typically find it easier to move on when someone younger or more attractive catches their eye.
You are correct, matron. I'll be more cautious in the future.
Good day, Mr. Steve. How is Miss Vera's case going? At this point, we can only hope Vera regains consciousness. Her account of the events is crucial to understanding what truly happened in the woods.
This is going to be a tough one.
Good day, Officer Say. I have some information about Pastor Jerry's background. It seems there might be a motive here.
What did you find?
Pastor Jerry's marriage isn't as innocent as he appears. He has a wife back home and she's planning to divorce him and take a significant portion of his property.
That could be a motive. If Vera were out of the picture, he could potentially save his marriage and his assets.
It's starting to make sense now.
We should continue the investigation in this direction. It might shed light on Pastor Jerry's true intentions.
Vera, thank God you are finally awake. Your father and I have been fasting for days for your recovery. Mom, I'm so glad to see you and Dad.
Vera, who did this to you? Who hurt you?
It was Jerry, Dad. He lured me into the woods and hit my head from behind with a spanner. Everything that happened after that was blurry, but I saw him drag me into the woods where he started cutting me.
I will make sure he faces the consequences of his actions. He will not go unpunished.